Hey everyone, back with some more Monster Hunter. So off stream I cleared out most of the remaining optional quests. However, I decided to keep this one to do on stream because this is a little quest you get when you discover the troopers, which are the feline species in the Coral Highlands. So you just head out on an expedition, and when you're down at the bottom here, so right next to this crawl space that goes up to that hidden cavern I showed you yesterday, there'll be 3 of them riding on Shamos, and they'll attack you. So you knock them over, and they run back to the nest, and you follow them there, and they give you this quest. You have to kill 2 Ziziaku alongside them, and then we get a coral horn, which is a very handy gadget. Basically, it turns your kitty cat, or if you happen to have one of the troopers with you, they basically become a little mini hunting horn player, and they'll just do it for you all day and give you all sorts of buffs. So it's a really handy gadget. So there are 2 of them. Now Ziziaku basically makes a big loop around here. Also can sometimes go up top. To the upper area here. It's been known to do that. But generally kind of makes a loop. Or really patrols through here. And along here, occasionally going up top, and then every now and then going this way. And of course, this also goes up to his nest, so he actually moves around. You're joking. Another one. We're not getting any tracks. Oh, wait. Is that up here or down there? Where is he? Oh, I see you. I'm very much confusion at this moment. Where's the red? Okay, it's not the legs. Alright, back in. Alright, there's the other one. Oh, very nice. Should have grabbed these thunder bats. They're both over here. It's going to be fun. Oi, oi, oi. Could you stop running for just half a bloody second? Where's the red? Oh! That's the wrong button. I thought I was a little further under than that. There you go. I don't think I've mentioned that before, but your kitty can knock you out of stuns. It's just sometimes they forget. Okay, I think that was his flash, maybe. Well, they're both lamping. That's good to know. I'm not gonna waste a trap on them. Oh, I guess this flashy thing is still working. Oh yeah, these little water beds. Are little traps that if you hit a monster hard enough or they land awkwardly, they can get stuck for a bit. Pretty handy. Okay, the other one's probably at his nest. I got all that nonsense of grabbing two dapper coral birds. Been 2 trips to the Coral Islands. What on earth is going on? I was gonna go grab that honey, but can't be bothered at the moment. Incidentally, the endemic life researcher's quest for this map is to capture 3 wigglers, and that's easy enough. Oh, an auger fly. But the fisherman wants gunpowder fish, which you can find in this little pond. They're very small, so they can be difficult to see. They have glowing eyes though, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to go over there, probably. I'm just having all kinds of luck with the rare stuff. How about that? Since this bug is not snoozing. That's alright. I was going to show you the old wall bang wake up trick. Not really a trick, it's what everyone does when a monster is sleeping in Iceborne. That's a piece of impulse. So there's that quest. Now we'll have a bit small little cutscene where we befriend the troops. Quite sharp looking cats. Got the red paws and ears. Nice, nice. Suppose I'll pick these bones. You know, since they're here and all. This is good stuff because you can make dash juice with it. Supercharge your stamina. Very handy for bars and dual blades especially. Maybe the Coral Orchestra. They seem to be on an expedition. Doing life research, yeah, she pops up right there. And as I said about the fisherman, he pops up right here in this little stream. Go ahead and grab the seed and the honey here, and then I'll head on back. I said we would. I can click the right tab. Let's see. Alright, panties. I seem blind. I seems the worst. There are 3 in the game and only one of them is decently fun to hunt. Let's see. Bone piles, alright. Oh, we managed to complete our deliveries. One of the optionals had us hunting down a Rathian, and it turns out she does drop large monster bones. Not sure why the wiki said she didn't. How we doing here? Alright. Could go and collect this just because the great horn fly. And I'll show you. Thanks to grabbing that, we now have access to a lovely little paralysis weapon for our kitty cats. Kitty the Varley Road. And essentially, now we can freely swap between a poison weapon and a paralysis weapon based on whatever monster we fight's weakest to. Well, and based on if our weapon happens to have any status or the like. Like before we upgraded our insect, we had poison powder, dust. So it would have been handy to have this paralysis weapon then. Speaking of insects, the next 2 monsters we're fighting are weak to fire. It's interesting. In base world, there actually aren't that many monsters weak to fire. In fact, it's typically highly resisted. But then Iceborne and Master Rank introduces quite a few new ones that are weak to it, so it helps it out a bit. Makes it a bit more versatile then. Right, let's go. What am I doing? There was that. There's a board right here. You couldn't tell, I'm still more than half asleep. Just not quite awake all the way up for whatever reason. These are done for now. We should get access to... Oh no, it's going to be a bit... Okay. Sometimes it can be difficult to tell which camp is closer to that area. Or the area that triggers the cutscene and begins the fight. This one's closer to the cats though. Do need to remember to Go fetch one of them. Legiana footprints. Or Legiana footprints. Now Balumu's footprints. Typically there's some over here. And yeah, right down here is where you will find the troopers on your first expedition here. We did, yeah, we'll stay the short chat. It's a bone. Those aren't catchable, they're just bloody ugly, so. That's why I'm not much fussed about smashing one. Yeah, the fishermen be standing right around this area. Ooh, a gold. I think that's an arowana. Now, one thing I didn't tell you about fishing is sometimes. Oh, it's a big one. Or something looks strange. So for very large fish or great versions of fish, you'll have a little mini game like this where you have to rapidly click and tap the right direction or hit the right direction when it's prompted once to reel them on in. There's a bear arowana. It's got a cousin named the bull arowana, which is a bit darker in coloration. Sort of a black with, almost black with a bit of red on it. Whereas that one's a darker green with some orangish on it. First arowana scales make level 2 gunpowder, and bomb makes level 3. Good place to fish for them is, if you can picture Wildspire Waste down in the swamp area next to where we've faced Gerardidars. Up there where there's a mite seed, there's a little water around those two rocky outcroppings. Chock-a-block full of different types of arowana. Mostly bears. The bombs are rarer, as you might expect, being considering the scales give the higher level gunpowder. Ground some ivy. So notice how that one gave 2 and the other one gave 4. Well, the other one was sparkling. So it goes back to what I mentioned before about those being extra full nodes or whatever. Respawn that quick. Okay, Thunderbolt should be back here as well. Yeah. After befriending, oh right, I forgot to talk to our kitty at camp. Oops. After befriending the troopers, as you could probably easily guess, the small monster that a cat can tame now is the Shamos. Ooh, feathers. Wait, where are the footprints? Oh. So I guess they expect you to... Yeah, I seem to remember this now. The trail of footprints and feathers and the like lead from the old camp, which I always found was a bit funny, as opposed to the new one that we unlocked. That was the whole point of the last quest. I just thought that was a bit interesting. Yeah, they did that. Because you think, oh, well, I need to start at the new camp, otherwise why would we have unlocked it? But it's like they formatted at least the trail that leads you to this spot that will trigger the cutscene. Oh, it was easy. This is how they hunt. Watch it. Well, yeah, there he goes. Now sometimes he'll flash them and then he won't kill one of them and he'll just leave. Basically what I'm telling you is Zizi's a bit of an arsehole. When he's not hungry. Sometimes he just wants to be a dick. Also, I was crouching in this bush, but it doesn't provide any actual cover. Some of them do. Some of them do. There we go. Oh, how majestic. Now, Paloma's an interesting beast. Because he can, most of the time he's just a super easy simple fight, but sometimes it can be rather annoying. Oh, I need these. Oi, oi, oi. He has been known to do that as well. So basically, if you're called Rathian, or Puke, you've fought in, generally moveset wise. Now he does have his little, he keeps puffing air out and the like. Ah, just missed that roll. And he can do this. That's interesting. I thought we had stun resist from the coral. Yeah. Luckily we have Clutch Claw now, so it's pretty easy to... Don't suppose there's any more of that red bit. Good, good, good. Should hit the wall. Ah, bugger. Oh wow. That's very rude. Should be going up here, here. I would not recommend him going up here, but up here he goes. We'll learn, probably. Are you joking? Okay, where are the rocks? Should be balls of rocks. There they are. There's a snake who would bit me. Oi. He's... I think I mentioned this before, but he's weak to fire elementally. It's also very easy to hit his wings since he's not all that tall. Seems to be stuck in some sort of loop right now. Tail. Oi! I think, yeah, he should be flying away. Yeah, he looks pretty gimpy. So he's going back to his nest now. You can just heal up. Not real need to, we can just, you know, cap him. Oh, Aziz is back. See that time. Oh no, there's a corpse, so he did eat one. Now remember when I talked about how suspiciously shaped this room is? Well, this is Balumu's nest, and if you encounter one in here, you don't just cap him, he can fly in and out of these holes and get you. I think next up we head to a new map. Well, this quite tears me to explore, so I don't know how well I can give a tour of it compared to the other maps. Now, Legiona was on the map, and it's unfortunate that she didn't come down, because she has a turf war with Baluma, which she just whips the tie out of him. It's pretty funny, pretty brutal. I don't think we've seen a single turf war on stream. Right, this is to set up the bullet the road lift system. Wait, let's talk to the game. No. Now let's go and talk at befriending the Shamos. Yeah, and we can call one for fast travel as well. So I've made use of that. Always forget. I thought we would have unlocked the safari for now, but I guess maybe it's next quest. It has to be soon. Let's go back down here to the supply box. Because we have plenty of thunderbolts, actually. Got nets. Not so much. Got some spider webs, some hardy. Right. Next map is the Rotten Vale. And as the name might tip you off, not the most pleasant place. Can be downright spooky. It's a very stark contrast to the Highlands for certain. Also, I got this acidic vapor throughout the majority of the map that constantly damages you. Interestingly enough, if you slap on a cloak during the duration of the cloak's active, you won't take tick damage from it, which is interesting. There's also an armor skill that makes you immune to it. That's a great Gyros. That's this map's version of Jagras, a great Jagras as it were. Then the small Gyros next to it. Bet you can already guess what our Palico will be befriending once we make mates with this map's tribe. Okay. This is an expedition, so let's get to it. Gyros is easy as one might expect from the Jagras type of enemies. However, he can paralyze you with the quickness if you're not careful. The Kitty tribe on this map is actually a bit involved when it comes to meeting them. Also, meet Hornetars. Nasty buggers. They like to jump at you and knock you over while you're trying to do important stuff. They can also be a bit of a thing to hit. And they're bad to break. Oh, there's a bird. Oops. They're pretty much infinite too, so kind of a waste of time to try to get rid of them all. However, over here it's a nice little secret crawl space. Oh, so I've made the moss one. Some blue mushrooms. A different type of grasshopper, as opposed to the ones in the forest and the desert. Flash bugs. Gather points. Gather points. So the two unique gathering points on this map are underground fruit and fossils. So not bone piles, but a spatial type of fossil that'll be embedded in the wall. This thing right here. And this goes right back around. But we kept going this way. Just drops us off over here. That's where the Hornetars are coming from. That's where we came from. /3 over here. Now we're going to go and spot the gyros. Okay, you see the yellow hue, the yellow fog in there? That's effluvium, and that's going to start burning you. Now, good news is, if you have torch pods, you can shoot them on the ground and dispel it. And there should be, yeah. See, as you can tell, it burns it away temporarily. Now the gyros, over here's his nest. Says you can live with the footprints. So when you take the vinegar out of it, he goes and curls up over here. Pops him a nap. Notice how these small gyros sort of smoking. They're being affected by the effluvium as well. lots of blue mushrooms here, but... And here's the crimson fruit. I suppose. Guess we could carve these, wouldn't it? Yeah, we should spot Popper here shortly. There's more. Here there is. Incidentally, these spore puffs can create... You've seen me do this accidentally, but... Now when he does that, he's calling for mates. So if there are no small gyros around, he can call those. And they'll come out of nowhere. He does like to charge. The little ones will just run in and block blows for him too. They actually do work together quite a bit. As you might expect, he's pretty well immune to paralysis. He's vulnerable to poison though, at least a bit. I can't remember if he has an arena quest, but he's going to have optional quests, so really I'm wasting time hunting it here. Yeah, that's bad stuff. You don't want him to nick you with that. In fact, I think there's an optional quest to capture him. So yeah, we'll just kill him. Oh, his tail. Really, if they ever cut his tail off. Something that really bothered me. This is a weird time for this tutorial, considering how many times I've burned through my sharpness. Now there's not much more we can explore down here because the second half of the map's blocked off for now. Take the time to sharpen over here. When it gets fully opened up though is when we can discover the next cat tribe. So, this area over here, occasionally there will be a Legiona corpse that falls and drops down here. And basically what we have to do is we have to stake that out until a certain large monster that we haven't seen just yet grabs it to take back to his nest on Nom Nom. So we follow him to his nest, and he leaves after securing some supper. And then the kitty cats will come out, investigate. We follow them to their nest and offer them some meat to befriend them. And that's how that goes. It's probably the most difficult tribe to befriend, just because if you're not if you're just playing on your own and you're not looking things up, you might not realise things you need to do. This right here is a lovely area though, because well, for one, Devil's Blight. Another fishing spot, there's some gunpowder fish in there, amongst other things. Lots of Devil's Blight here. So up there is the Coral Highlands. In fact, that area where we were looking down, and I said there was a bit of a spoiler for the next map, I'm kind of a bit thinking to the mind that this is about where we're looking down at. I swear to that though. Oh, g'day Spinal, been a while. How's it going? So yeah, there's not much further we can explore down here because it's going to be blocked off pretty shortly. Right there is one of the corpses. You can actually stake this out as well. See, it's a Legiana corpse. It's got a bug around here somewhere. It's odd that carving it gives you a monster bone in, considering. Where's the bug hit? Oh, wait. There it is. But yeah, as you can see, it's blocked off. Alright. So that's this. Oh yeah, I'm pretty keen on it. Thinking about going ahead and pre-ordering it. Haven't done it yet. I forget, do you have a Switch? Have you already played it on Switch? Speaking of Rise, they should be news about. Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to it. What is it? Is it 2 months? 2 months away? Oh yeah, I didn't finish my book. I reckon should be news on the expansion before long, shouldn't there? Maybe there is, and I'm just not caught up. Oh, some. Okay. Oh wait, are you referring to the? Are you referring to the free add-ons or master rank slash? Oi oi! Can't even complete a thought with you guys around. Oh, it's actually a bot. Oh, there's a shell. Well, here's a shortcut down there, if you were curious. But, heavy just layouts. Oh, the paid one. Of course, it'll be. Are they going to try to get it to PC quick, or are we going to have to wait like a bloody year? And the paid expansions just for the Switch for a while. Oh, good on them for that. I guess they've only starting to figure that kind of stuff out. This is one roly Barney boy. There we go. So yeah, from what I can tell, now this is just a rumor I heard. I don't know if it's true, if they've even confirmed it or something. But from what I heard, they probably could have released the PC version a lot sooner, but they had signed an exclusivity deal with Nintendo to give it 1 year head start on Switch, probably in return for funding. So it makes sense that it's January release. Ooh, buddy. There we go. Uh-oh. Watch out when he does that. That sleep gas. Curious, he's weak to fire. Blast weapons work really well on him because they keep staggering him and knocking his bones off. Speaking of Monster Hunter, there's also that stories that was supposed to come out on PC eventually too, for a year, because it came out after Rise did. Pretty sure. Oh no, I've slept since then. Oops, that's the wrong attack. Oh, he's stumbling. That was lucky. You're already limping, mate. Yeah, this one will definitely make an effort to catch. Because he's definitely got an arena optional. We'll go ahead and do that. Incidentally, there are these little vines you can go at. Discover little hidden areas. Oh, here's some cats. Pretty sure there was an ancient fossil up here. Oh, there it is. Been meaning to check that game out. Monster Hunter Stories. You know, because I hear it's an RPG and, you know, I'm all over those. Okay, just easy as. Oh, you're still alive. No, you're not. Wait, no? No, you're not. Also, those spiders are pets. I don't get it either. Okay, it's high rank, there'll be all there. Muscle memory failing me, as usual. I also have any muscle memory. It's been a while since I played this. Oh, we got the strength bombs back. I'm curious, are they calling it G rank, or are they going along with monster rank like they came up with the world going forward for the Rise expansion? Where was that? Further away than I thought. I think it's monster rank. I don't think they ever, at least to my knowledge, I don't think they ever actually said what the hell G rank was supposed to even bloody mean. So these bars here, they branch off and go to this room where we first met Rodabon. I should probably grab those. What's the pizza bug? Hello? Pizza bug? Oh, there it is. There's a snake, it would bit me. Who are you? Oh, I guess I haven't explained these. Basically, if you mount a monster in this area, they'll tie it down for you. Set up a little trap for you. If you were curious where the when they're flourishing, right here, which is also a shortcut down here, will spawn the rare, or the secret rare, ancient fossil node will pop up here. So when you see, when you check your map and those are flourishing or upsurged, you know where to look to grab that for your canteen ingredients. The underground fruit one, the crimson fruit one, it spawns in an area that we don't have access to just yet. Wait, what? Oh, it's a new one. This one's bigger than the last. How about that? Rider ones all well and good to fight. Ulagan though. Ulagan's a bit of a thing. I can be at least. We have ways before we have to deal with that. There's a body. All these monitors that we've killed, and we have one body, or two bodies to carve. Still two. Never lucky. Okay, I think we've fiddled around enough on this expedition. I think next up, next one's Leggy, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. We basically have to take her down so we can get the ship down in the deeper part of the Vale.
あなたはそりゃそうよね。あんたたちったら倒れていたし。私は一騎団のものよ。あん時は危なかったわね。もしかして私たちを助けてくれた？本当にありがとうございました。無事でよかったわ。あんたたちご騎団でしょ？こんなところで何してるの？実は。
Well, it's been since you played World, mate. Did you blokes ever take down Vitalis?
探してみるよ。私はこの谷をずっと調べていてね。ようやくいろいろ分かってきたの。
I think it was a Vitalis, or were you still at Altrail?
ここでたくさんのものを見てきてちょうだい。次に会った時はあんたたちの意見を聞かせてほしいね。はい、わかりました。じゃあまた。
Wonder what kind of new